A cell phone ban came into effect in all Ontario classrooms this week, so Castanet decided to hit the streets to find out if people think Kelowna classrooms could benefit from similar regulations.
I see there's some good aspects to that, but really for safety concerns, I'd really like the comfort of knowing that I can reach my children when I need to.
Banning's a strong word, but I do think they could probably do without having them in the classroom.
I know that our school doesn't, a lot of teachers don't really allow cell phones already, and I also know that a lot of kids just choose not to listen, so I think that if they ban them in BC, then kids just won't listen to the rule. They'll just keep bringing their phones to class.
I think anything that gets a kid so that they're living in the present moment and dealing with only what's at hand instead of multitasking is better for their anxiety level and better for them in terms of mental health.
I'm not a big fan of using it, obviously, when you're in a learning environment. I totally understand teachers and the other authority figures in school to have a problem with them being on it while they're instructing. But I think for emergency purposes, as long as it's not on the desk, it's just tucked away in a pocket on silent, then I don't think it should be a problem.
I think it's great to not have cell phones in class, because even if you can use it for internet and stuff like that to Google topics and stuff for classes, but there's also Facebook, easy access and stuff like that too.
Even though I do think that children shouldn't have their phones in class, I don't know if necessarily banning cell phones from the classroom is actually going to make any difference. I saw an article about it that the kids are just circumventing that by using Google Docs and other social media, like alternative social media, to get around it. And I just think kids understand technology in a way that we never will. And so as much as you can legislate and ban things, they're just going to circumvent it every time.
Yeah, it would be totally pointless, and sometimes when kids use their cell phones, it's to listen to music and to work better.
I think banning cell phones from schools is probably a good thing, because it's a massive distraction and kids are distracted enough, and school is probably kind of boring. So if you had a chance to play on your phone versus do work, you're probably going to play on your phone. So I don't think it's a bad thing at all. My kids, at the school they go to, they have to keep them in their lockers, at least at their age right now, so which I think is good.
Cell phones, they're distracting and annoying to other students.
I think it's a pretty good idea. When I was in high school, I had flip phones. We had that sort of thing, but I think it's good in order. There's a time and place for it, I think.
The Central Okanagan currently follows its own policies when it comes to cell phone usage in classrooms, so the school district has no intention on following Ontario's practice. For Castanet News, I'm Miriam Halpenny in Kelowna.